By the way, Jacksonville is like Atlanta and Seattle, poor losers. Everybody's like, New England's so smug. Find me the moment yesterday when New England was smug. After the game, Tom Brady was asked, how is your hand? And Brady said, I don't want to go out there and say my hand hurt me after I won a game and played well. Brady acknowledged, I'm not going to go out and say my hand hurt me after winning a game. He could have easily, because it clearly bothered him, said, yeah, it was a factor. Belichick, after the game, didn't even want to hold the AFC Championship trophy. Jacksonville, you didn't even win the game, and all you were was cocky all week. Jacksonville had no class. Yap, 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 guaranteed, swearing microphone. New England beat you. And isn't there, like, showing off with the trophy? Brady doesn't want to talk about his hand. They don't make any excuses. Find me where New England's cocky. I can find you where Rise Up was cocky. Legion of Boom was cocky. Saxonville was cocky. You just don't like it because, like Silicon Valley, the smarter people are winning over and over and over, and it pisses you off. But New England never was jerky or smug. Show me the incident when they're smug. Tom Brady yelled at a cameraman before the game. Who cares? Once the game starts and you're running out to the field and some camera jockey's out there and you scream, has nothing to do with smug. It's his place of work. If I had a camera guy in my face as I was walking to my set, I'd say, get out of the way. I mean, literally, here's the way it works in America. Nobody wants any information. They just want affirmation. That's why conservatives watch Fox News and liberals watch MSNBC. You don't want to learn anything. You just want to be comforted. Okay, I'm a liberal. This is what I think, and that's what I get. And I'm a conservative. This is what I get, and I hear what I want to hear. You just want to believe New England's smug. They're not. They're not boastful. They're not cocky. After they win, Belichick's like, it's not open heart surgery. Did you hear the Belichick bite Christine played? I mean, they could have come out and said we were so courageous. Instead, Belichick put a wet blanket on his own star quarterback. Listen.
Can you just speak to the resourcefulness of Tom dealing with something like that midweek and then coming out and playing a huge game like that?
I mean, look, Tom did a great job, and he's a tough guy. We all know that, all right? But I'm not talking about open heart surgery here.
Okay, so Belichick has an opportunity to brag. It's amazing what our No. Belichick goes the other way. That isn't open heart surgery. We won a football game. Brady had a chance after the game when asked about his hand to make excuses, to say it's amazing. No. He said, I don't want to be cocky. I played good enough. We won, and I'm happy. So you want New England to be cocky. Find me cocky. Find me all the quotes that you think are cocky. After every game, what did New England say all week leading up to this game? That's the best team we played. They're amazing. We'll have to play our best to win. Jacksonville, Jalen Ramsey has a mic is swearing, promising a W. Jacksonville was cocky all week. Rise Up was cocky all week. The Legion of Boom was cocky all week. You can't find the cocky videotape of New England. You want them to be. You want affirmation. You want affirmation. You want to know what cocky sounds like? This is what cocky sounds like.
I ain't got too much to say, but y'all make sure y'all bring that same energy out here next week and the week after. We going to the Super Bowl, and we going to win that. We going to win that.
Yeah.
Duval!
Not a Patriot doing that.
He probably regrets that now.
Yeah, that's what Atlanta was doing, and that's what Seattle was doing. By the way, that's what the Steelers do. The Steelers talk a lot of trash. The coach, Mike Tomlin's talking about the Patriots 3 weeks out. Everybody wants to assume New England's cocky. They're not. In fact, my criticism is they can be boring. They never celebrate anything. That's my criticism. I do, and I'm not a big celebrator, but if I won the Super Bowl, I would pump a fist. I'd be okay with that.
What did you think of Belichick's postgame attire? I thought it was especially on point this time. It's like he went out of his way to say, I'm going to wear the sloppiest looking thing I can possibly find. Like, not even the hoodie. It was like, yeah, there we go. I mean, what? He even cut the neck to make it look cut up.
Very funny.
I think he's just laughing at media, really.
I think you're right there. Christine with the news.
No. Turn on the news. This is the Herd Line News.
Rob Gronkowski is officially in concussion protocol, but there is optimism that he will be cleared in time for the Super Bowl.
I hope so.
I would hope so too, but it's not that crazy to, like, people have missed, I think an average of 16 days back when they did this.
Yeah, you could tell. You could tell when he got hit. Like, he got up, and it's like, if a 6'7", 258-pound guy looks like that, you're like, okay, he's done.
Yeah, and when he's going like this.
Yeah.
But this would be the third time in 4 Super Bowls that he is dealing with some sort of medical injury.
Yeah, he's injury prone. There's no other way to say it. And by the way, it was a dirty hit. I mean, we all know helmet to helmet. That's not even arguable.
You think it was dirty?
Oh God, yeah, helmet to helmet. Listen. By this time in football, if you're a safety, you know where to put your head and where not. You're going after Gronk there. And by the way,
Gronk is really, really hard to cover, though.
Oh, no question. And this is why, by the way, they didn't lose any sleep when Gronk was out. That's why I find it hard to believe. If I'd have told you, I mean, they literally no Gronk, no Edelman, no running game, trailing, and Danny Amendola ate the Jags alive. It's really, I think it may be Brady's greatest win. Next to the Super Bowl in Atlanta, down 28-3. It's remarkable they won.
Well, they always figure out how to do it. But as you said, Danny Amendola was the hero of the day, his 2 key touchdowns in the 4th quarter. And afterwards, Belichick wasn't so nice to Brady, saying that it wasn't open heart surgery, but he did have a lot of praise for Amendola.
Danny's such a good football player. He just, when you look up good football player in the dictionary, his picture's right there beside it. Doesn't matter what it is. Field and punts, third down, big play, red area, onside kick, recovery, whatever we need him to do. He's just a tremendous player.
He's made so many big catches, and I saw he got the 1 foot in, and then I just saw it up on the big screen one time. And he's got great hands and just a great sense about where he's at on the field. So, I mean, he's made so many big plays for us, and this was huge. And, without that, we don't win. So it was a incredible play.
That clip from Belichick might be the nicest thing he has ever said.
Look at how he gets the second foot pedal. I mean, look at
the second foot is amazing.
Christine, you know how hard that is with moment? I mean,
I can imagine.
Like, if you were on a trampoline, and you knew, that is a remarkable athletic play. To get that second foot down, just because your momentum is not leading you in that direction.
It was really impressive. I just found it interesting how complimentary Belichick was towards Amendola. It was almost like you'd never hear him say something like that about Brady.
Amendola doesn't get a lot of credit, and I think Belichick knows that. I mean, it's a Gronk, a Brady, a Hogan, an Edelman, a defense. And Danny has been an injury-plagued, gutty, I thought yesterday, I've been watching Danny since he was with the Rams. I was like, that's the best football game in his life. He was unbelievable yesterday. That punt return isn't getting any pub. The one you're watching right now, that was a 20-yard field-changing. That's the second or third biggest play of the game, the punt return.
Right before kickoff, Robert Kraft was talking about what it would take for the Patriots to continue this much success, and his answer is here.
In life, the hardest thing is to surround yourself with quality people, even in a marriage if it's your partner. And then having continuity, life is difficult, especially if you're doing things at a high level. There's a lot of strong-minded people, but when you have something good going, everyone's got to get their egos checked in and try to hold it together.
Oh, yeah. Kind of admitting now.
Well, everyone, I think, has their egos checked at the moment, but wouldn't he be talking about Brady Belichick? I just really think that there's more to that. They don't really like each other.
Well,
I think that if anyone's going to go, it'll be Brady first.
Listen, I watched the Lakers. The last 20 years of the Lakers, it was really a grab who deserved the credit. And when Phil wanted it, and Jerry wanted it, and Kobe wanted it, and Shaq wanted it, and Jim Buss. And when the late Jerry Buss passed away, one of the all-time great owners, this is nothing against Jeannie or Jim, there was kind of a leadership void, and the kids take over, and then everybody's grabbing. And I just watched the Lakers for years, and it was like there was a real power struggle. And you're like, God, just win the basketball games. But Pat Riley and Phil Jackson never got along. Mm-hmm. It's not because they're not both intellectuals. They're not both brilliant. They're not transformative all-time players. But Riley wanted a little more credit, and Phil wanted it. And you're a woman. You don't have to live, well, I guess you do eventually. But I've just my whole life, I have been around jocks, athletes, men, ego, radio, TV. And guys talk around guys different than they talk around women. Men are just fueled by ego. We don't talk around you like we talk around us. It's all ego.
Wait, you think as a woman I don't have to be around jocks and egos?
No.
That's been my life for 10 years.
Men don't talk out loud like they talk around men in a locker room and around. Guys are just cocky, and when you give them a little success, we're idiots.
Yeah, maybe they should start being more careful.
Yeah.
Especially right now.
Yeah.
That's news.
Christine, the news.
Well, that's the news.
And thanks for stopping by.
The Herd Lie News.
I'll tell you a couple of things that were overrated this weekend. Really overrated coming up next. Love my car. You do as well. But if it's out of a warranty, watch out because it gets really expensive really quick. Do you know what a fuel pump costs? Do you know what a water pump costs? I don't either, but I'm told they're expensive. If it goes, electronics, GPS, sensors, you want coverage. Get extended vehicle service protection. It's carshield.com. Sign up today. Rent a car if yours is in the shop. 24/7 roadside assistance. It's extended coverage. Save yourself potential high repair bills. Go to carshield.com, code HERD. A deductible may apply. Or just call 800-CAR-6100, 800-CAR-6100, and mention the code HERD. Carshield.com, code HERD. The ultimate in extended coverage. Fuel pump, water pump, electronics, GPS can cost you a small fortune.
Experience Lexus Safety System Plus Standard in the 2018 Lexus ES and ES Hybrid.
Lease the 2018 ES350 for $339 a month for 36 months.
Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
You doing your taxes?
Yeah.
Why are you using TurboTax? Well, H&R Block More Zero lets you file online for free even if you itemize deductions. TurboTax doesn't do that.
Oh, man. H&R Block More Zero lets you file online for free.
Get your taxes won.
Get up! I want danger!
There's nothing more important to me than my vacation. So when I need to book a hotel room, I want someone that makes it easy to find what I want. Booking.com gets it. And with their price match feature, I never overpay when I need to get some decent quiet.
Your vacation is very important. That's why Booking.com makes finding the right hotel for the right price easy. Visit Booking.com now to find out why we're Booking.yeah.
For drug-free sinus relief, experience Navage, the next big thing in nasal care. Navage is the only nose cleaner with powered suction to pull refreshing saline rinse in one nostril and out the other. Navage relieves congestion from allergies and colds naturally by flushing out allergens, mucus, dust, and germs.
I used to get so congested, but Navage cleans out all the stuff that makes me miserable so I can breathe again.
Now at CVS and Navage.com. You'll love that clean nose feeling.
It's tough to keep resolutions, especially if you're tired. So hurry in to Mattress Firm's New Year's sleep sale and find the right bed for your best self in 2018. With up to 70% off select floor samples, accessories, and more, we're making it easier to get better sleep. And for a limited time, get a free Fitbit to track your sleep and help make some of those resolutions easier. Hurry into Mattress Firm for the New Year's sleep sale going on now.
Is this my car? State Farm knows that for every one of those moments, there's one of these.
Is this my car?
This is ridiculous!
This is ridiculous.
From car insurance to car loans, State Farm is here to help life go right.
Onwards, onwards they trekked, knowing not the danger that lurked all around them. Luckily, they'd geared up at Sierra Trading Post for less than toothy price. Who knew that Brian's new hiking pants with zip-off legs would make for the perfect escape? Sierra Trading Post. Vast selection, epic brands, teeny tiny prices. So you can go wild, folks.
When you hear Domino's, you think pizza.
But we're more than that. We're mouth-watering bread twists, oven-baked sandwiches, pastas, chicken, and pizza. Just $5.99 each when you order 2 or more. We didn't stop at pizza, and you don't have to either.
New year, new phones for the family. Join T-Mobile, and when you buy one of the latest Samsung Galaxy phones, get a Samsung Galaxy S8 free. Plus, unlimited family plans come with Netflix included.
Spectacular!
So you can watch all your Netflix favorites on your new Samsung phones.
Woo!
Join the Un-carrier and get a Samsung Galaxy S8 free. All on America's best unlimited network.
It's Super Hoops Week on FS1.
Back in business.
The best of the best are all here. All week in prime time, it's nothing but net. Watch out! The best teams in the nation.
Michigan State. He hands it plus up. Look out, here goes the X-Men. Wildcat.
Every night this week. Super Hoops Week.
Instant classic.
Starts tonight with Michigan State at Illinois, 9 p.m. Eastern on FS1.
At Sam Adams, we salute those people who did that thing. Built that thing. Tried that thing. Messed that thing up. Then tried it again. For all the people who believe in going for it. Failing, improving, who do their thing the same way we do ours. Because life isn't about whether your glass is half full or half empty. It's about filling it up. Sam Adams, fill your glass.
Seeing is experiencing. Seeing is discovering. Their sight is a gift. Take care of it by visiting an eye doctor yearly. Find one today at thinkaboutyoureyes.com.
I watched the Daytona 500 with family. My favorite memories, obviously Dad's win, coming down pit road, all the crew guys shaking his hand. I was thrilled for Dad not only to win the race, but to get that kind of appreciation from his peers.
Baskets, all new season, premieres Tuesday at 10 on FX.
Start your day with First Things First. Join Chris Carter, Nick Wright, and Jenna Wolfe for the best morning show on television. First Things First, weekdays on FS1 and streaming live on Fox Sports Go. Your morning routine just got a whole lot more fun.
Car shopping's confusing. Terms like invoice, dealer price, list price. TrueCar shows you what other people paid for the car you want. Save $3,000 off MSRP, new or used. Jason Whitlock topping next hour. He's all freaking out. I've said this.
Why is he freaking out?
I don't know. I think it drives him crazy that he liked Jacksonville, and I said, I just think they'll shrink late in the game. I just think basketball's different. If I got better players. Like Golden State basketball, you go to a YMCA and you show me two teams. I'm going to tell you, that team will beat that team. I can watch 2 minutes of it. Football's schematics, football's attrition, football's injuries. So yesterday, when New England fell behind early, I had like 6 guys. And I'm like, listen, they adjust. This is what they do. Let's give it time. And this is what New England always does. In baseball, I got better pitching like Houston. I'm going to beat you. In hockey, I have a better goalie. I beat you. In basketball, I have better players in depth. I beat you. In football, people thought the Legion of Boom had better players than New England and Atlanta and Jacksonville. Football is, you have to memorize a playbook. It's hard. It's smart. You have to be able to cognitively think on your feet. New England's just smarter than everybody else. It's almost like because of Brady's been there so long, they have a deeper playbook. They're running trick plays in the second half. It felt like Jacksonville had all their tricks early, and then they were out of gas and got tight. I'll tell you 2 things, though, to me that were really overrated in the playoffs. And we do this. This is kind of a trend in America. We like celebrities, and we build people up, and then the minute they get up, we get tired of them and tear them down. I hate Alabama. I hate New England. I hate Floyd Mayweather. I hate this band. I hate this group. I hate this show. And I always say, I use Amazon, Uber, I watch Netflix, and I go to Starbucks. Why? They're efficient. I like smart and efficient products. I just translate that to football. I watched New England for 10 years in New England. I didn't grow up a Patriots fan. I moved to ESPN a while back. I stayed there for 10 and a half years. I watched every snap, and I'm like, God, they don't fumble. They don't hold. They don't do late hits. They're great situationally. Just a smarter football team. They're a smarter football team than Jacksonville. They were smarter than Atlanta, better coach than Atlanta, better coach than Seattle, and smarter than Seattle. That's why they win these games. They stay close. They have good enough talent. They have the best coach, best quarterback, and they figure it out. But let me tell you two things that were overrated. All year long, I hear about the Jags defense, and all year long, I hear about the Vikings defense. Both of them fell apart in crisis. Minnesota's defense yesterday was awful. They were awful in the second half against New Orleans. And, here's what I would say about Jacksonville's defense. They got gashed by Pittsburgh, and in the second half, especially the fourth quarter, they got gashed by New England. And by the way, when they went out west against Jimmy Garoppolo, they got gashed. Jacksonville's got a good defense. It's not even close to like the Baltimore Ravens defenses. It's not even in the same stratosphere. They got one pass rusher who you heard nothing from yesterday, and they got one linebacker, I love Miles Jack, and then they have a great secondary that Danny Amendola gashed yesterday. So, by the way, you played in a division with no Andrew Luck, and Deshaun Watson got hurt. Jacksonville's not winning this division next year. Deshaun Watson's back, Andrew Luck's back. They're an 8-8, 9-7 football team. In their division, they had Indianapolis with no Andrew Luck. Jacksonville had Houston with no Deshaun Watson. And Tennessee's got the most boring, pedestrian, antiquated offense so bad they fired their coach. You're not winning this division next year. Nothing against Minnesota, but that defense is overrated. Minnesota played in the division. Aaron Rodgers got hurt. Mitch Trubisky was a rookie. And Matt Stafford and Detroit are hot and cold and weren't necessarily well coached. That's why they fired their coach. Drew Brees ate him alive. Nick Foles yesterday ate him up. Cam Newton dropped 31 on him. They play in a dome. I like their defensive roster. They don't have a lot of bad players. They got a bunch of B players with a really good pass rusher. But, we were talking about great, good. Minnesota's got a really good defense. And Jacksonville's a really good defense. Both of them have really high-end secondaries. Now, you can call their secondaries great, but how good is Jacksonville's secondary when Danny Amendola ate it alive yesterday? They didn't have to face Gronk, Edelman. Look, New England was working on their third-best slot guy, and he ate him for lunch. That's a great. You think they could do that against Baltimore? I watched New England play Baltimore 4 times in the playoffs in Foxborough. Twice, Baltimore kicked him in the forehead. It was like a UFC fight. It wasn't even competitive. Brady was suffocated. Nobody could get open. They couldn't run. They were intimidated. That wasn't that yesterday. That wasn't that. You take out Jacksonville's first couple of drives, what do they do all day? They didn't do anything. So, and I thought at the last 30 minutes of that football game, John, the last 30 minutes, Jacksonville had no pass rush. Baltimore always had a pass rush. Those Baltimore teams would go into Foxborough, and they would have an incredible pass rush for 3.5 hours. They never got tired. They'd be knocking guys out, intimidating. That's a great defense. Jacksonville, Jimmy Garoppolo. San Francisco, which is going to spend its first 4 picks on offensive players, gashed Jacksonville's defense. Gashed them. Pittsburgh gashed them. I overstated. You're going to need to be well rested to achieve your goals next year. Casper.com, code HERD. Save $50 on the purchase of a select mattress. Terms and conditions apply. I did not, Christine, watch NBA this weekend. I saw some highlights.
There was a lot of football.
There was a ton of football. Apparently, it was just a disaster with LeBron James.
Yes.
That was at home Saturday night?
Yes.
And it was a disaster.
Yes, they lost bad.
And Oklahoma City scored 242 points, or what was it?
Approximately.
Apparently.
And then afterwards, LeBron said that they would get bounced early in the playoffs if the playoffs started now.
So I was telling Christine this morning as we were getting ready, listen, I've watched LeBron get to the final 7 years. What I'm looking for in this show, this is why I was rooting for New England. I didn't want to show up today and think, I got to talk about Blake Bortles for 10 days. You got to be kidding me. New England, you can hate them. They're villains. They're this, they're that. But they're interesting because they got the best quarterback. It's funny. Everybody loved Michael Jordan when he was the best basketball player. Nobody ever got tired of him. Nobody got tired of Ali. People, it's funny. Everybody celebrates UConn women's basketball. Why are we so tired of these guys? Just because your team's not as well coached? Do you like excellence? I like excellence. If somebody, now I would admit this. Pittsburgh's more fun to watch. And when Aaron Rodgers is healthy, Green Bay's more exciting. Now, that I'll admit. Like, when Aaron Rodgers is humming, Green Bay's more fun to watch. And the Steelers have big star playmakers, and they're kind of goofy, and they're cocky. But I don't know. I don't get tired of great. You know what I get tired of? Crappy quarterbacks. I don't get tired of Brady. There's a million guys in the NFL. Andy Dalton, I'm over. Brady, I'll watch him any Sunday if he's on. The Herd.
This is where the big dogs come to play. 3 days of canine competition to decide who will be top dog.
That was fun.
The Masters of JV competition, February 11th at 2 p.m. Eastern on Fox. Then continue watching the Westminster Dog Show, February 12th and 13th on FS1.
Experience the new 2018 Lexus NX and the NX Hybrid with a class-leading 31 mpg combined estimate.
Lease the 2018 NX 300 for $339 a month for 36 months.
Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
This car came out and I had to jump out of the way.
Hey, at least your taxes are free.
What? With TurboTax Absolute Zero! At least your taxes are free! You're throwing a rope to me? No. At least your taxes are free! Oh! That is a silver lining!
He gets it. Did you see that sunset last night?
I did.
Intuit TurboTax.
Had a long day at work and I was trying to chill, but it's hard to kick back when you can't pay your bills. Needed skills, a degree, but it was aggravating. To find a school was harder than online dating. Used Education Connection to find the perfect school for me. It was fast, it was easy, and they did it for free.
Education Connection, yeah, match for free. Education Connection, yeah, match for free.
What will you discover with the new Ultimate Lens Package by Essilor? Sharper vision without limits. Days that go from sun up to sundown. A whole world in all its beauty. 3 innovative technologies for our ultimate in vision, clarity, and protection. Together in single lens. The new Ultimate Lens Package by Essilor. Purchase the Ultimate Lens Package and get a second pair of qualifying lenses free.
The day after chemo might mean a trip back to the doctor's office, just for a shot. But why go back there when you can stay home with Neulasta Onpro?
Strong chemo can put you at risk of serious infection. Neulasta helps reduce infection risk by boosting your white blood cell count, which strengthens your immune system. In a key study, Neulasta reduced the risk of infection from 17% to 1%, a 94% decrease. Applied the day of chemo, Neulasta Onpro is designed to deliver Neulasta the next day. Neulasta is for certain cancer patients receiving strong chemotherapy. Do not take Neulasta if you're allergic to Neulasta or Neupogen, filgrastim. Ruptured spleen, sometimes fatal as well as serious lung problems, allergic reactions, kidney injuries, and capillary leak syndrome have occurred. Report abdominal or shoulder tip pain, trouble breathing, or allergic reactions to your doctor right away. In patients with sickle cell disorders, serious, sometimes fatal crises can occur. The most common side effect is bone and muscle ache.
So why go back there? If you'd rather be home, ask your doctor about Neulasta Onpro.
Are you hiring great people or hoping for great people?
I get more talented people through the door through Indeed than any other job search that I use.
Indeed delivers 6 times more hires than any other job site. It's no wonder over 3 million businesses use Indeed for hiring.
Indeed.com just gives me so many more qualified applicants to choose from.
Post a job in minutes, and Indeed will help you zero in on just the right candidates, so you can hire faster.
Nothing has ever been this easy, this simple, and this effective.
Plus, there are no upfront costs or long-term contracts.
Does it get any better than that? I don't think so.
To accelerate your hiring, Indeed offers premium placement to give your listing more exposure to relevant job seekers, which allows you to hire even faster. And right now, start your first job posting with free premium placement. Redeem now at Indeed.com/TV1. Search for greatness. Indeed, the world's #1 job site.
For millions of baby boomers, there's a serious virus out there that's been almost forgotten. It's hepatitis C. 1 in 30 boomers has hep C, yet most don't even know it, because it can hide in your body for years without symptoms, and it's not tested for in routine blood work. The CDC recommends all baby boomers get tested. If you have Hep C, it can be cured. For us, it's time to get tested. Ask your healthcare provider for the simple blood test. It's the only way to know for sure.
We pack our $5 All-Star meals with all kinds of goodness. This one features our hand-breaded chicken tenders. Here's one with a double cheeseburger and a jumbo dog. And this one has a double cheeseburger and a spicy chicken sandwich? There's even one with onion rings. The $5 All-Star meals, only at Carl's Jr. and Hardee's.
The U.S. men's national team takes on Bosnia and Herzegovina.
Go!
Sunday at 9:30 Eastern, 6:30 Pacific on FS1.
Cooking for a crowd has never fazed us. It's what we love to do. That's why we started our catering business. But finding the right internet and phone provider? Ugh. We just wanted services we could count on that didn't break the bank. Then we heard about Spectrum Business. Best services, best price, and no contracts. We called them and we were up and running in no time. It was so easy.
Make the right choice for your business. Get reliable internet and voice for less and no contracts from Spectrum Business.
Now at Menards, save big money on your next project with an 11% rebate on everything. Save over $100 on 100 square feet of reclaimed barnwood boards. Save over $230 on these Clearview kitchen cabinets. Save over $1,000 on this 2-car garage. Or go really big and save over $10,000 on this Sierra Ray home. There's no limit to how much you can save now during the 11% rebate sale at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
It's Super Hoops Week on FS1.
Back in business.
The best of the best are all here. All week in prime time, it's nothing but net.
Watch out!
The best teams in the nation.
Michigan State. He hands it plus up. Look out, here he goes. The X-Men. Wildcat.
Every night this week. Super Hoops Week.
Instant classic.
Starts tonight with Michigan State at Illinois, 9 p.m. Eastern on FS1.
This is The Herd. Hour 3, wherever you may be and wherever.